Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Mysticall. Today I am bringing you a 13 Darkflame Cleft. I'm actually not sure if I did a video like this style for Darkflame. I think I did, but it was a lower key, so I thought I would show you one that's a time 13, and we absolutely crushed this dungeon, and I'm going to try to give you everything I can to help you succeed and do this dungeon and time it. So with that said, let's jump right into the dungeon. So this is the build I'm running, and I pre-potioned before the key started, just so I have some for this first pull. Usually when you're pugging tanks, I'm not entirely sure if they're gonna do a big pull at the start or do just this first room, but it does look like we're gonna do a bigger pull here. So I'm just waiting for the tank to kind of round up all these ads, and there's only a few things you need to worry about these ads. The throw rock doesn't hurt unless there's multiple casts on one target, so obviously try to interrupt it. And then you could see the debuffs I'm dispelling. I actually used revival there because there were two, but those debuffs are from the cast from the little kobolds. So it's the Wick Fire Bolt, I'm pretty sure they're casting. So if they get one off, there's gonna be a debuff. So I just try to dispel it as much as I can. If you get a debuff on yourself, you could actually diffuse magic it, but outside of that, I think this guy's casting one next to me. I think I just touch it at them. Outside of that, there's really nothing too crazy. The bigger kobold will do an AoE damage. I just usually save a crackle for it or a Shayloon's gift. Either one works really well. Just make sure that you do it after, and just don't stand in the circle, and you'll be fine with these. If you have a lot of AoE stops, it's really helpful too. Leg sweep drop. I think my shaman has cap totem. Priest actually technically has fear, warrior has fear, so we have a lot of AoE stops for the mobs, which is really nice. It stops the casts, it stops all of it. So we have the wild wall up here. Don't stand in the circles. We're pulling two. Overpowering roar is the AoE. Just try to top your teams, because there's a second one right now that's going to come out, and that's just what you need to get through. Just try to top your team through the first one, and the second one shouldn't be too bad. I see my warriors slightly struggling a little bit here, so I put an envelop mist on them, and then I go back to fist weaving. I love healing prot warriors. I don't know why. They're just like my favorite tank to heal, and it's just the same thing for the rest of the pulls. You're just healing through the AoE damage. Don't stand in the rings, and then if you get throw rock on you, you could shadow meld it if you're night elf. So if you have one of the plater profiles that shows what's being cast on you, I'm not actually using it right here, so I don't know what's getting thrown at me, but if you are, you could shadow meld multiple cast on you, and if not, you can always sweep it and all that. I think I just go for a leg sweep here and try to kill all these ads, but so far pretty good. I don't think I timed this before when I'm pugging, so it was hopefully we timed this one. Don't forget to always keep your renewing mist out on truly as many people as possible. There's sometimes where I get kind of lax with it, but that will help with your chi harmony healing. That'll help you heal a lot more. Keep that in mind. You can see I use my renewing mist there, and I'm able to heal through the damage. This single one of them, of the big kobolds, the rank overseer, really isn't terrible. Just again, as long as all the mechanics don't hit at the same time, like the throw rock with the AoE, as long as it doesn't all hit at the same time, you should be able to just heal through the damage, which is pretty nice. All right, so the tank pulls the boss, and there's a few things you're gonna need to be aware of, and just make sure that you position correctly on this boss. First of all, don't stand on the tracks that's in this room. You're gonna get hit by the mine cart, so just be careful. If you get hit by it, you're probably gonna die, and then it's gonna spawn a bunch of ads. You could use a lot of things for leg sweeping. And then you want to kill this minecart right here. This is the dynamite minecart. If it goes off, you pretty much just full wipe. Everyone just takes a ton of damage. So just make sure you kill that as fast as you can. Using crackling jade lightning is pretty good for it, because there really isn't too much AoE damage on this fight. And then he's going to do his frontal here. You're going to want to stand in front of one of the pillars or anything, a wall or anything, so he doesn't just run completely off. You're just gonna make sure he stays really close here. So second dynamite minecart is coming. That's gonna be the minecart you're gonna want to kill. The ads, we have them pretty much dead. Here comes the minecart. I think I use a crackle here. Yeah, I use a crackle just to help kill it and to heal everybody, and then add spawn as well. So I think we used cap totem and leg sweep on the first one, so we're just gonna heal through this. Ring of Peace also works on these mobs too. I go for a spin crane kick, just put mystic touch and everything, and then here comes a reckless charge on the paladin. I'm pretty sure looks like he bubbled it, but it still goes off kind of a little bit. And then after the charge, there's gonna be debris that falls from the ceiling, so just don't stand in the circles. So this fight pretty much comes down to killing the dynamite minecart before it explodes, which you have enough time to do. Stand in front of the pillars when he does a reckless charge. Kill the ads as much as you can, and then after the reckless charge, make sure you don't stand in the circles that fall from the ceiling. And that's it for this boss. Again, pretty straightforward boss, I would say. Not one of the more difficult ones in here. And then we have the trash that comes up next. There's quite a bit of AoE damage for this next trash. So Chi-Ji, Shaylun's Gift, and your crackles are really, really important to space out here. And I think that's the most important thing from Mistweaver healing is we don't have damage reduction, so we need to space our healing. Otherwise, you're not going to have any. So Quenching Blast is going to be the AoE damage that goes out. And you're going to want to kill these ads too, because they're going to put a debuff on you if they get a cast off that makes the damage you take from fire increased. So you're going to want to interrupt them. You could sweep them, you can rot them, you can do anything you can to prevent them from casting. So keep that in mind. But because there's two AoEs here, just top your team between each one. So top, similar to the first mobs, the overseers or whatever they were called from the kobolds at the start, you just want to make sure you top from the first AoE, and then you have time between the next time they do AoEs. So don't stand in the circle here. The searching flame, don't stand in front of it. We don't stand in the circle, and don't stand in the fire. And then just top your team. Crackle and Shaylun's Gift are the two ways that I deal with it. And then obviously putting Renewing Mist out and getting a Vivify is probably going to be the best way, especially if you have a Zen Pulse proc. If you have Zen Pulse with like 2 or 3 Renewing Mist out, it does a lot of healing, which is great. It comes in handy when you don't have a crackle. So I'm just trying to fist here. There's really nothing too crazy at crackle. There's only one AoE going out here, so there's time between abilities for you to keep your team alive. And I still have leg sweep, so I could definitely leg sweep these ads if I wanted to. There's a leg sweep. Just trying to interrupt them, make it as easy for my team as possible. Shaylun's Gift, this AoE. Don't stand in any circles. We're killing the ads. This is, I don't know, we could probably pull all 3 at some point. If it was a more coordinated group, we could probably pull all 3, but we just pulled 2 and then 1, which is fine. And then it's pretty much the same exact pull, except more smaller minions for this pull. This is the one where you're going to want as many interrupts as possible. The candle's actually LOS, so if you are in a pinch and you have interrupts or something, or you're low on health, you could actually port and avoid damage. But yeah, same thing. Just, there's going to be AoE damage. We have a lot of knocks. We have ROP. I think someone just did a knock up there. And there's going to be an AoE going out soon. So I'm saving my healing for the AoE. I have a crackle. And I'm just trying to do damage to the main target, essentially. I think Mistweaver does quite a bit of damage. So Quenching Blast here. Just crackle and you're fine. Yeah, you're good. As long as you don't have the debuff, you should be okay. We have so many different ways to interrupt multiple ads. So we're doing a good job. I think I try to kick one here. Yeah, we have another knock up, which is crazy. I don't have anything though. So, I'm just kind of trying to heal through it. But I think 2 go off here. 2's fine. 2's fine. As long as another one doesn't go off. I don't have touch either. There we go. Okay. If it was 2 stacks and the mob was at high health, it might actually be an issue. We actually missed an ad too. So definitely could have saved some time here. But it's always these one ads that are putting up a fight. right here we're deciding when to use Lust, and I personally would rather do it on the next boss because I hate the Candle King. I hate that boss. So I think we decided to use Lust on the next boss, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And then for this boss, it's actually this is one of the more interesting. So Dousing Breath is a big AoE that goes out. That's gonna be the main way that you're probably gonna wipe. Just keep that in mind. And then there's the Wick Light Barrage. So these, when you get it, you want to light the candles with it around the edges, and you want to get as many as possible because it makes the debuff you get weaker. So I think we get about half the room here. We get about half of them done, but it makes the debuff that we get here a little bit more challenging. And then this is the Extinguishing Gust, which you want to put in front of one of the candles and blow it out because you need room. Yeah, you can see the ping there. Right here, if we didn't extinguish one of the candles, we wouldn't have gotten a place to stand. So you light the candles with the enkindling with the Wick Light Barrage, and then you blow it out with the Extinguishing Gust, essentially. And then this is a debuff here, and then the Dousing Breath is when you're going to take a lot of AoE damage. So I Fort Brew here, and then I just make sure I get Crackle. Good way to heal through this is with Shaylin's Gift and Crackle. Those are the two ways. I just get ready to light one of the candles because I have a lot of mobility, and then you can use one roll to light each one. But looks like everybody was kind of doing the job. I also use a port down to light that one. So I think we have more candles lit during this part. Yeah, we have a few more. So the debuff is going to be a little bit less, but it pretty much comes down to lighting the candles, and then during Extinguishing Gust, standing in front of one. I think I actually get hit by one because we are so spread out right now, but it doesn't put a debuff. You just got to heal through it. You blow out the candles that we have room to stand during the fire, and then during I believe it's the Dousing Breath, you just want to make sure that you heal through it. That's it. Save your healing for that, and you'll be okay. Outside of that, there's plenty of time to recover between times where you're going to be taking damage. This pull I've seen a few times where people LOS, but I don't think we LOS at all during this pull. You just try to kick whatever you can, CC whatever you can, but ideally your tank pushes in, pulls everything, and then LOSs the room that the boss was just in. But yeah, we're not doing that. We have a lot of interrupts, I guess, so I guess we just opt for just doing damage. Yeah, interrupt whatever you can, bring a piece, leg skip whatever you can, and you should be good. These mobs aren't too scary. They're just little small mobs that have a lot of casts, essentially. This pull we were gonna try to skip this next one, but it kind of goes south really quickly. So anyway, so we try to skip this to the side. So what you can do is you can go up on the cliff here or on the ramp and then jump. The Shadow Priest does it perfect, great work. And then I kind of miss it. The Shaman, a little too far of a jump there. So he pulls. So we just we just decide to pull, and I just cheat you straight off the rip because I don't want anyone dying. And this pull's kind of annoying anyway. So there's a frontal from one of the mobs. You just don't stand in the fire. And then the big ad does an AoE knockback. So that's the scary part. Don't stand in front of the fire when this one casts it. This guy right here, and then don't. Just try to recover between the AoE damage as much as you can. The Massive Stomp right here, it's a knockback. I'm on the edge of the stairs here. I get LOS for my team. Crackle's really good to recover, and then Shaylin's Gift. I actually don't think I had Ancient Teachings during that Crackle, now that I notice. And then just kick this mob right here as much as you can. Yeah, it does hurt. It does hurt. Massive Stomp. Don't stand in the red circles. Boom, good. We have Crackle here. Fantastic. We recover. Flaming Tether, I believe, is what you want to watch out for. Kick that, great. But yeah, outside of that, the pull isn't terrible. Yeah, kick that, kick the Flaming Tether. Massive Stomp is incoming. So dodge your red circles, and then don't die to the AoE. And that's it for this poll. But obviously, it would save quite a bit of time because you can completely skip this poll. If we had a Warlock, we'd be able to gate it, which would be nice. But yeah, we don't have that. I thought it was pretty close. The priest did it, which is really nice. And then something unfortunate happens here. Our tank does disconnect after this. So I'm trying to ramp up for this next boss. I hate this next boss. Healing this next boss without damage reduction is so painful. We heal it though. But yeah, I use my on-use trinket here for the extra crit because I use it right now because he's low health. So I'm going to get a bunch of crit going to the next boss. And then right here, our tank just flat out disconnect. I don't know if we all forward for a second there. Boom, offline. So he's gone for like, I don't even know. Let's see. We can skip ahead here. Yeah, he's gone for like a minute. There, he comes back. Thank God. All right, I lost my trinket, which is a little unfortunate. But we have all our cooldowns, which is fine. So for this boss, you want to stack as much as you can because when you stack, you're going to spawn these purple totems here. And what you're going to want to do is you want to completely get rid of them because they do AoE damage. So Darkflame pickaxe, you're just going to go for the furthest totem that's away. So I just go for this one because it's the most inconvenient. You have to stand between the boss and the totem or it's going to one-shot you. And then the purple circles, this is the AoE damage. You're going to want to just kill all of the totems with the purple circles and then stack instantly and move together. So really good job here. We stack together, kick the paranoid mind, and this boss is strictly pretty much just full AoE. So I try to go between the far one, but I don't get there. So I just opt for the next one because the circles give you a larger range here and it's just easier to get, which is really, really good. So this is the AoE damage. I try to top everybody and then crackle as much as I can. I use Shaylin's Gift there as well. And then my biggest tip for this boss is just use Enveloping Mist. I get in this mindset where I can't use Enveloping Mist, mostly because I PvP and you don't. So I just get in the habit of using Envelop Mist as much as you can on everybody. So Manatee, Envelop Mist, kick that Paranoid Mind there. And then this is big AoE damage. So I think I go for a Crackle and I think I Revival here just to help everyone just be fine. Yeah, Revival here, which is fine. And we're doing a great job restacking. Fantastic. Good kick on that. And we're just going to do as much damage as we can. And I have Chi-Ji in a minute. So I'm just trying to get to a minute. Someone has the range there. So we're going to go get that. That's good. And we're doing a good job here. Paranoid Mind, we kicked that. I'm trying to just get as whatever I can. Good job there. We got all of them. If any of them stay up at this key level, it's kind of difficult. It really is. Good disperse there for my Shadow Priest. Good rally for my Warrior too. So that's really, really good. Let's see who gets the pick here. Oh, it's on me. So I just go for this far one just because it's easier to get to. And then I see that I have Chi-Ji in 30 seconds. And I'm very close to just having it. And then I just use Shaylin's Gift. I use Cocoon on the Priest because I know that they just use their Disperse. So I try to get one, but we do miss one there. We did miss one of the totems. So we are up one totem, which is a little unfortunate. So now I think we're just trying to burn it at this point. So there's 10% left. I have nothing. I have Chi-Ji in 5. So I think I probably press it kind of soon. But right now I'm just trying to put Envelop Mist on as many people as possible and trying to help kill. But that boss, I think I'm doing almost 3 million HPS and no damage reductions, just healing through the damage. It's a painful boss, but don't be afraid to use your Enveloping Mist as much as possible, and don't overlap too many cooldowns. So you're gonna have this 6 or 7 times where you're gonna have to heal through AoE damage. So Crackles, Shaylin's Gift, Revival, just do that as much as you can, and you should be able to get through it. It is a tough boss though. It's a lot of AoE damage, and you could fall behind really quickly. For this, it's just the mining cart. So dispel the debuffs on your tank whenever you can. Kick the ads that try to drain the light. And you can use sweep, drop, whatever you can. But I'm pretty much just dispelling off cooldown. And my tank, listen, I don't. This part of the dungeon is kind of an enigma to me. All right, all I know is I need to stay in the circle and keep my team alive. But my tank in these polls, he just goes to town, man. I think he goes like so far away at some point. Like I'm actually confused as to where he's going. So also when you kill the ads, they put purple circles on the ground. Just don't stand in them, be careful, but prioritize dispelling the debuff on the tank because that can get ugly really fast. It can tick for quite a bit, especially if he pulls more ads. It's very scary. So I'm just dispelling at like 3 to 4 stacks as much as I can. I get some light for the mine cart here. Good. And he's on his way. And then I don't know where I went to go get the flame and come back and my tank's gone. I'm literally looking for him. Like, what's going on? My ret gets aggro on something. He lay on hands himself. I'm trying to get to the tank. Great grip from the priest here. But yeah, I could not find him when I came back to the cart. So I gotta keep my eyes on him. Right here, just try to kick the Drain Light, which is good. Good sweep here, just doing damage. Good cap totem off the sweep, which is fantastic. So yeah, we're doing a pretty good job of just locking down the ads. Don't stay on the purple stuff when you kill the ads. Dispel the tank, please. I guess 2, 3. Yep, there we go. Yeah, between 3 and 4 stacks, I think it's fine. After that, it starts to get a little scary. And yeah, no, that's pretty much it for this part of the dungeon. Just get some light for the mining cart, dispel the debuff, and CC the ads whenever they're casting. And that's it for the trash. The warriors just ran straight ahead and pulled all the trash, so I got no complaints about that. This next part, I think I read somewhere where you throw dynamite at the boss, but as soon as you get the boss below 90%, it doesn't matter because he just heals back up to 90% before the boss fight anyway. So grab your dynamite here, and then you get put on the cart. And then I guess, yeah, just throw as much as you can at the boss. I don't think it matters too much, but it doesn't hurt. And then here, I don't know how my warrior skipped it. I think he heroic leaps ahead while we're all stunned, and he's pulling the mobs, which is sick. That's cool tech. I didn't even know that you could do that with the warrior, so that's awesome. But these ads are the same as the ones with the minecart. You just leg sweep or CC the little ads, dispel the debuff as much as you can, and hopefully I dispel 8 stacks a little much, but that's pretty much all you're doing. And then I think we pull this trash into the boss. We're like MDI styling it. I don't know if we're trying to 2-chest this because I don't think we can kill this boss in a minute, but hey, you know what? We're doing it. So we pull these ads into the boss, and this boss gets this boss you could wipe fairly quickly if you don't do everything right on this. So I just left Cocoon my tank here because I don't know if we forgot that we have ads or what, but the debuffs aren't fun. So Shadow Blast here is on me. You go get a candle light with it, and then I should diffuse magic. I diffuse magic with it too. But you just bring the candle light once you get that mechanic, and then bring it into the circle, and then you should be able to light the candle. And then I hopefully dispel the tank here, please. Thank you. Oh my lord. Yeah, that was kind of a late on that dispel. And then Eternal Darkness is the big AoE here. So this is where you kind of want to save like your On Use, your Shayloon's Gift, and like your Crackle for it. It's like 3 or 4 ticks, so just be careful. Our candle's at 0 right now, by the way, and we get feared, so I don't know what's going on. I had to heal through it. I think one of the ads got some cast off. I put a port down, port back with the candlelight, and hopefully that's enough. And then I leg sweep the ads because I saw a cast going off. So that's the best I can do there. And right now we're doing pretty good. That's pretty much a boss fight. You're just going to hope when you get the Shadow Blast, you run out and get a candle and keep the light in with the candlelight, and then from there you're just trying to heal through the AoE damage from Eternal Darkness. Make sure you kill the ads too, or at least interrupt them. Pally uses, I think, a defensive there with the shield, which is pretty nice. Maybe Shield of Vengeance or something, so that's really good. Bring the candle out of the frontal here. Careful. Good. Casting Drain Light. I interrupted. Good silence there from the priest too. I have Rop as well to interrupt ads. And maybe, I don't know. I don't have leg sweep. I think we kill this. Good. Nice, nice. Eternal Darkness is just AoE damage here. I save a Crackle into a Shayloon, and normally that's enough. Yeah, normally that last tick is pretty much all you need, so that's pretty good. Shadow Priest, I Cocoon him just because he disperses too. Probably didn't. He definitely didn't have to disperse because I had Life Cocoon up and he had Sack up, but I get a light because the candle's low here, and I just give him some more candlelight. And this boss dies at 55%, so doing pretty good. Doing good work here. Next AoE damage, I have Chi-Ji, but yeah, I think this is a pretty... Is this a flawless run? I think we did 0 deaths. No, I think I die, actually. I'm pretty sure I die here, and I don't know why. Good. Shadow Blast goes out. Hopefully you get some candlelight. That's good. 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 Get the candle. Good. Good. We have to move the candle. Fantastic. Good stuff. And then I think I get a Shadow Blast soonish, and then I die. But yeah, that's the fight. You go move out when you get the Shadow Blast, get a candle when you're with it, use defensive if you have to. Return Darkness is AoE damage, and just heal through it with Crackles and Shayloon's Gift, and you will do fine. Yeah, I'm not sure why that even hit so hard. I swear, I don't know how I died there, but yeah, almost flawless. 1 death. My bad. We could have had 0 deaths, but it is what it is, I guess. Get some more candlelight, bring it into the candle. Boss dies at 55%, and that is it for this dungeon. This was my second plus 13, so I'm pretty happy about it. If you like these videos, please let me know. I love doing these videos, and that is pretty much it. I don't think I get any loot, which is just another day for me, and that's it. Again, if you have any questions... Oh, I got gloves. That's actually an insane upgrade. I can make those tier. So if you have any questions at all, please let me know. I am more than happy to answer any questions you might have. And that's it for me. Hope everyone has a fantastic rest of the day. Hope you enjoyed the video. And I'll see you later.